Hello.
Hello. First of all, thanks to Austin and Lucy, 2 Feet Forward, for tagging us.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
We finally got round to doing this.
And I'm sorry it's taken us so long, guys. We've been busy with the kids, haven't we?
Oh yeah, 6 weeks holidays have been...
Nearly at the end of it. We're nearly there, love.
Yeah,
We're nearly there.
one more week.
We really appreciate it, because coming from you guys, it's an absolute honour, isn't it, love?
Yeah, you've got a fantastic channel and we really love watching it.
Yeah, so we're ready to do it.
Yep, go for it.
What do you want to say about, first of all, we really liked everyone else's doing the past adventures and what have you. Unfortunately, we can't go too far in our past because we were so busy with the children, weren't we?
We're not criminals or anything.
So, obviously, you know, we've been raising our kids. Chris has got 2 older children, so we raised all them, raised them too, and then our own, and then obviously with foster children, we've always had loads of kids in the house. So now they've finally all started school and what have you. We've just got the children we've got at the moment in the house. We started doing our adventures, didn't we, and our fell walking.
I will just say, my first adventure started really when I started powerlifting. Within about 2 years, I was or 3 years, 2-time world powerlifting drug-free champion, and that was a really good adventure for me. I don't really do powerlifting anymore. I just do a bit of light training, you know, and walking these days. I found walking to a friend of mine called Stuart Helm, who owns Iron Master Gym in Morecambe, and thanks to him, he got me the bug, and I've never stopped since. Yeah. So that's how it started for me. Yeah,
and mine's mainly with Chris started obviously doing the fell walking first, and I was still busy with the kids and what have you, you know, and running around like a blue ass fly, wasn't I? And I had my hysterectomy about 4 years ago now, something like that. Gave me a new lease of life, and a year after that we got our little one at school, and I thought, you know what, I need to start doing something, and Chris took me at Helm Crag, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I was probably hooked within that, and I was the one, probably the driving force, saying let's complete the weight rise, isn't it?
I was just happy to go and do whatever.
He'd done Helm Alan about 15 times prior to that, and I was just like, let's set ourselves this goal and let's do it, and we completed it, didn't we? So should we start with our first adventure, our favourite walks we're going to do? I think.
I'm going to go really. What a really good adventure for us was meeting the Fatboys. Got to say that because the Fatboys Cup here as well. No, when we met them, you know, and they accepted us in their group, you know, we've been on some fantastic adventures, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
And our final Wainwright was with Graham and Dave and Bert, and you know, it was a bollocks really.
Yeah, definitely. And probably through them, meeting them made us start the YouTube channel as well, because we've always followed them.
Yeah, Graham helped us with that.
Graham helped me, and he gave me a package for the a movie, which I still can't work properly, but you know, and we've had loads of support from them doing it all, and obviously, so yeah. But is that going to be our first adventure then?
Hang on. And we really appreciate, you know, we've got a group, Fellowship of the Fells, and everyone that's in it, we really appreciate you being in it and part of it, thanks. Okay, you can start.
We're going to start, right? Yeah. First, we're going to do our first favourites. Do you want me to go first? Yeah. Right, I'm going to choose a fell that I dreaded, and I left to the very end near enough, and I kept putting it off and kept putting it off, and that is the dreaded...
Not steeple, is it?
No.
Which one?
Which one did I hate and I didn't want to do, and I left it till right at the end?
Eagle Craig? No.
U-Barrow.
Oh yeah, U-Barrow, yeah.
We're going to try and edit this and put clips in and what have you. I don't know if many of you know, if you've watched any of the videos, I've got a huge fear of heights. And I suppose we could probably edit this back actually, an adventure for me, would you say? I fell down a cliff when I was 15 and I had to be airlifted by Mountain Rescue, and I was very lucky, very, very lucky that I didn't get any injuries, but that I think has had a huge impact on my fear, and it just comes from nowhere. It can be on a tiny little bit, it can be on up high, it can be down, you know, it just, the fear takes over. So for me, it's a huge thing that I've managed to achieve what I have done. But the fear does come in on barrow. That was just before I even started. I was scared, and it took us a couple of times to do it.
You lost it on the first time.
We had to turn back. We did it in rain, and it just wasn't the best. So I might even put a clip of that in because it's quite amusing, but it is a bit swearing.
Yeah, I love you very much. It's a fantastic adventure.
If you can hear the background noise, we are so sorry. We're getting a new flat roof doing, so it's soaring.
In the process right now.
So yeah, that's probably, and for me when I got up there, it was. I didn't enjoy it, and I always said I won't go back. But I think well, maybe I should go back and prove to myself that it's
nothing really compared to some of the stuff
compared to some of the things I've done. It's not, but it was just a huge.
We'll go to the side then. Get 1 foot on the side. Left. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on, Leona. Go. Get your foot on the left-hand side, look.
It's slipping.
There, in the middle. You fucking... There. And then foot on the other bit. Foot up again, in the middle. Bit higher. Yep, that's it, push. Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, a bit narrow. I see what you're saying. Push your foot in back. Oh, Snoopy's found his own way up there. Snoopy's found his own way, which is good. Alright. Come on. Get over. Come on, Leona. Get them big girl pants on.
Big girl pants on.
Come on, get them big girl panties on. Come on, love. Look at me. Stand up a bit. Get your ass. Who's up here? Right, look at me. There's loads of footholds there. Come on, love, you can do it. I think you best put your GoPro away for a bit in a minute. Look at me. Now, get up here. Look at me.
Just give me a minute, I'm going to panic.
We've got her. She's here now. She's here now. I got you.
Put you up with her life.
Hey, I should have brought that climbing rope. Right. Follow me. I've got one.
Are you going to choose one?
Yeah, steeple.
Yeah.
With the lovely Clare Harbour.
Another one I do want to do. Yeah, so that was another one. It was a long walk in, wasn't it? How did you enjoy it then?
It's about 4.5 miles to get to the top to Schofield. Yeah. Did I enjoy it? I didn't enjoy the last walk when I hit the lake, back down at the lake in Annandale.
You'd had it, hadn't
I was
you?
like The Walking Dead. A 13-mile walk.
And
it's not an easy walk.
No.
At least we've got the height now. Right, get yourself going. Once you're on the flat, Leona, go on, it's a path, go. Now. I'm not pushing you, I've got your bag. Now go on. You done now?
alright. One man and his dog. I got a really brilliant picture of him.
With the lovely Claire Harvey again. We miss you, Claire.
We miss you, Claire.
Come on, you need to get back with us. Don't divorce us. No, Great Bone Styling Dog, Red Pike, High Style and High Crag.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you
that
why.
was an adventure.
Go on, Leona, you fire in and say why.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
We made a bit of a cock-up really on this one. We thought to save the long, because we'd done Steeple and it was such a long walk back along the Ennerdale Lake, anyone who's been there, you know, it's about an hour and a half, isn't it? 2 miles maybe.
It's longer than that.
On flat walking, which doesn't agree with us at all. So we thought, let's be clever here and let's take 2 cars, because we had Claire with us. Yeah. So we parked one at Buttermere, and then we drove from Buttermere over to Ennerdale. Now anyone knows that that can be on a weekday. It was just chocker, wasn't it? So we didn't actually get to Ennerdale till 11 o'clock.
In winter as well.
In winter. So of course we were, thankfully we are really prepared.
Yeah, we have a big bothy
which
bike.
We got out on Red
4 to
Pie.
6 man. Yep.
We just got every weather you could think of just thrown at us on that day.
Mist,
and it was just mist
rain,
and snow and
the winds like 40 miles an hour.
And I think with tiredness as well, we got disorientated quite a few times. I nearly took us off the wrong path on Red Pike, and then we went wrong on another one.
We ended up doing probably about 2 miles extra.
It was just, anyway, by the time we got to the last one, it was just dust.
It was pitch black. Which
on
is when you drop down the
was,
steep.
yeah. When we got to Seat, we just couldn't see anything. So all the way from Seat, all the way down that path, we didn't see anything.
Nothing.
We had no phone reception. We couldn't let anyone know at home. So everyone was worried sick.
What we did have was some head torches, and I had a really powerful 200 metre beam torch.
But it was, I know we couldn't get a signal back when we were down in Buttermere. We didn't get a signal to Ennerdale, and we should have been back at 6. We'd said, but we didn't even reach.
8, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's about 8 o'clock by the time we got home, so the kids were panicking, and it just wasn't good really. But you know, it's a brilliant walk, and I'd recommend anyone to do it in the right conditions. I'd imagine if you can see what you're doing, it'd be lovely. But it was. We didn't. It wasn't a favourite, was it? But it was an adventure because we had to use our resources, and thank God we always have everything in our bag just in case.
Inside our little bothy.
Are you filming?
Yeah, having a bit of dinner. It's quite cosy, this. See you there.
See you there. See you there. So we're just heading back now. Scarfgar Pass, whatever it's called. We're absolutely knackered. To be quite honest with you. A few hairy moments. Or hairy McClary moments, as I call them. Hopefully, now we've got to get back to the car at Buttermere, drive back over to Ennerdale, and then head back home. So we've had snow and everything today, so it's been painful. See Claire behind, and Chris ahead. So you always have these in your bag so you can see what you're doing. Because this darkness just came quite quick. Oh, going up Grassmore with the wind, we were just digging deep. It was it was basically fight for survival.
It was survival mode, that one.
You literally had head down, don't look at anyone else. Chris kept checking to see I was all right, and sometimes I just had to go ahead of him just to make sure we got up there.
We saw Graham and Chris Blake get blown from one side of, what was it called, that bridge?
I can't think. Whiteside,
No, was it? No, we were going up Grassmore.
Oh, I can't remember. Yeah. They were getting blown about all over the place.
One side to the other, they were like that, giving it loads.
It was a nightmare, but we did it, and then I think when you're a bit scared and you've got that survival mode kicked in, it takes the enjoyment out of it. And it's an amazing ridge coming back down White's Pike, isn't it, and what have you?
Very steep.
Very steep, but we still had quite a bit of the wind, and for me it definitely took the enjoyment out. And then of course, I think because I was on so much adrenaline, and I'd used so much, that's when the fear came. And then another time when you least expect it on Ranadell Knots of all things, I just couldn't move. I literally froze, and Chris Blake thankfully got hold of my hand and brought me down.
Yeah,
So.
cool.
And then obviously, yeah, Kirkfell, because it was our last one, so it was the end of our journey.
Yeah, it started snowing at the top when we were drinking champagne. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was brilliant. And
great gable kept coming in and out of mist into it.
Perfect way to spend your 40th.
Wow.
So we'll pick the rubbish up, so I haven't got time to do it.
Got it.
There you go. Okay, well, here we are. And I thought I'd make it a pink one for the lady.
Pink to make the boys ring. I might not get that down, you know.
Ready? Congratulations!
Just as the wind, snow comes. Thank you very much.
In lovely weather. We had predictions of 50-mile-per-hour winds, didn't we, in snow showers, and then it dropped. So yeah, it's been lovely. The sun's been shining and we've been treated to some alcohol.
Yeah, we feel pissed now.
I don't drink, so we had a bit just in case.
We're going to get down in a minute and get to the pub.
My one, it's going to be my solo wild camp. I've been wanting to do one for ages and ages, and timing wasn't right. You know, the kids were pretty adamant I wasn't going to do it, weren't they? They didn't want me to go. They kept saying, we don't want you to go, Mum. They were scared and what have you. And I just said to Chris, I just something that I wanted to do, and I think I needed to do, to be quite honest with you. And obviously when I was there, that silence was just perfect conditions. It was good, wasn't it?
I carried the gear up.
Chris, somebody commented my pack horse commented all. So they get, and that's something that
bad name comes from all this.
That's something that I would think I would do again any time. You know, I would, and it's something hopefully. Well, Chris is next, but bearing in mind before we started YouTube, Chris has gone on quite a few wild camps. Yeah. It's something that he used to do quite a lot with his friend or just in general. But I think it was just nice, just to, like I said, just to get away from the crazy house.
Civilization.
Well, it's civilization, yeah.
Wake up in the mountains. I mean, whoever, you all know, the ones at wild camp, you know what it feels like.
Yeah, it was great. So, next adventures, Chris going to do one. And then
Alan Metalman.
Hopefully, yeah, that's the plan, isn't it? And then I'm going to do one. I mean, when you've got a house like ours and you're constantly on the go, if anyone had watched that video, that's that feeling. I want that feeling back. I want to be able to completely switch off from anything. I know. This time I've got to carry my own gear up though. There is such a group over there. I don't know where they've gone actually. Can you hear that? Just the water lapping. Lovely breeze now. It's been absolutely boiling today, but I've had my feet in the tarn. I won't show you my feet because they're minging. Yeah. Anyone who knows my house or knows me, this is very rare, so I am soaking it all in. Good morning. Flipping out, it's gorgeous already. Slept absolutely perfect last night, only woke up a few times because of Mr. Protective Dog over there growling at sheep and whatnot, but what a view to wake up to. But overall, I think the past nearly 3 years now,
It's been the best.
yeah, on the 8th of September, which we've actually got a walk. Oh, I didn't realise, I just worked that out. The 8th of September is always our anniversary for our walking, and it's going to be 3 years this time, and we've got a walk event planned, haven't we?
It's
For
not
Bowfell.
Bowfell,
Yeah, so we're
right,
doing
yeah.
Bowfell for our anniversary
Yeah.
walk. So yeah, if anyone wants to come along and join the Facebook page Fellowship of the Fells, which obviously Chris created, and then it's escalated, so it's doing quite well now, isn't it, with
Yeah.
members and what have you.
Yeah,
We
good,
do put
good
events,
people in it. as
yeah,
well.
we put events up on there if anyone wants to join us, just to get people out and about, meet the kids, aren't they
Yeah.
lucky?
The adventure fields has only just really started.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, you've got to, you know, some people can look back on the past, and we're looking to the future
Yeah.
with our adventures. You know, we just it's only
And
just
that's my
started.
walk.
So yeah, our adventures have only just started. So yeah, we're going to watch this space for more things to come.
Yeah, and thank you everybody who subscribes to us and watches our videos and likes them.
Yeah,
That is a big thumbs up from me.
thumbs up for me. So cheers.
We'll see you.
Cut. Right, okay, we're going to do our 5 tags now. We're going to start them all again because we messed
There
up
might be
last
6
time.
or 7. We'll do what we feel like.
See what we feel. So first one for me is Backpacks and Bruises. They are Sam and Sue, 2 lovely ladies who are really good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Their channel's
It's
brilliant.
brilliant to watch.
They're really good banter as well.
A good connection between
Yeah.
each other.
Really good channel. So that we'd love to know what your adventures are. Okay, I'm going to do Jim Holden.
Yeah, definitely, Jim.
Jim his channel is absolutely amazing. I mean, he goes all over the place, and some of his walks are just phenomenal, aren't they? There's just no way we could even do them. I mean, the videos are really good. Well, I couldn't. You might be able to.
Right, there's a capital M.
When he does his wild camp, and the one when he did it went over Langdale to
In the
Wasdale
winter.
as well in the winter.
That was outstanding. Huh?
Yeah, so and he's done some good ones. So we'd love to know your top adventures, and they can be whatever you choose.
It's not rude, by the way.
Did you leave it downstairs?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Carry on.
Go on, are you going to do another one?
Do one more, because I'm not prepared, you know. I didn't even think.
Fatboys, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
We want to know what they've been on some amazing adventures, and their story is just fantastic. You know, Dave the Legend, or Dave the Rave, is just inspirational. You know, what he's done and what he's achieved is just fantastic. And obviously Graham's been the driving force with that, so he's just all the videos and editing are just brilliant. So yeah, we'd love to know your 5 adventures and what have you. Go on.
I would say Kilburnicus, because, you know, while camping, he's like the number 1. I'd like to know, you know, a bit more about you and stuff, if you want to.
Yeah, which is his favourites, because I mean,
Yeah, we love watching your channel, it's fantastic.
yeah, and he does disable the comments, so you can't always comment on them. But he's got a brilliant channel, and he's really want to say as well, if you're watching this, well done on losing your weight, you're doing really well with it.
And no drink.
Yeah,
That is not
brilliant.
easy to do. I like a drink. It's not easy to do,
Yeah,
mate.
some good fells, isn't it?
Yeah.
To do the wild
Yeah,
camping.
big
We're looking for inspiration for ourselves.
I would say Alan Metalman.
Yep, we know he's been tagged as well, but
Yeah.
come on,
Win.
Metalman. I can't even do it. Keep it metal.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, definitely Alan.
We've become a really good friend of Alan's, and he's joined us on a few walks. And the power of YouTube and Facebook has just it makes you become friends with people who you wouldn't normally meet. So yeah, definitely Alan.
Yeah, I mean, if we could say loads more, obviously 2 feet forward would but
Yeah,
you
we
tagged
probably-
us, so we can't really do
I can't really take it. Oh, another one. Eric Worsley, who comes under
Yeah,
the
oh,
YouTube
well said,
channel,
well
of Jonathan and Craig Guides.
Yeah.
He is just Good
amazing.
He's so interested, and he's so historical facts is just amazing, and he can tell you some brilliant tales. You could name a place, and he'll tell you this tale of it. So I'd love to know what your favourite walks are. And I know you've got so many girls, so yeah, thanks again.
2 feet forward.
To 2 feet forward, to Austin and Lucy for nominating us. And also I want to say a quick thank you as well for when you did your recent wild camp and you mentioned about...
We were just sat there and all of a sudden we just heard this Leon and Chris Primer, we were like, what?
And even the kids were like, Mum, I think your name's just been mentioned. So yeah,
awesome.
Thank you for saying about my solo wild camp, because you know, obviously that was an honest thing of what I was feeling at the time, and I was debating to put it in, and then I'm glad I did because the response I've had's been really good, and I'm glad it's helped other people understand why we do it, or why people do it in general, wild camp, and why they walk as well. It's so good for the soul. So yeah, thank you very much. Okie dokie.
Yep. Over and out. We'll see
you.
Now
We're going to go back down for our cup of tea now.
We'll see you out there.
See you there. GoPro, stop recording.